J360 TV. J360 Productions.
Honey Nut Cheerios controversy.
What was that, Al?
Honey Nut Cheerios controversy.
Honey Nut Cheerios, what?
Yeah, controversy. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, we have bigger, like, people are like, yeah, we have bigger, issues to deal with, like personal issues, and it's probably a Honey Nut Cheerios controversy because they're lowering their cholesterol.
Jesus Christ, man. That's
It's a
one hell of a
serious
reach.
Yeah, it's a serious commitment.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like if anything, it's just not a state of the art happening right now. It'll probably happen like next week, but until then, we still got carry on the ship for them, as we're doing the PowerPlay right now.
Well, I'm certainly hope though they get their Honey Nut Cheerios situation figured out. I mean,
I'm
cereal's
sure
kind
they
of
will.
expensive these days. All right,
I'm sure
give
they
me
will.
an update.
Yeah. Actually, they were wondering about you and when you're going to be back on SOTA again.
When the moon rises again, I will make my return.
Well, don't use that as something to go by, because I'm gonna tell you this, right?
Yeah.
The full moon will be back before you know it.
Oh no.
Anyway, how are you guys doing out there in the J360 Legion? Me and Alan are back, of course. I hope you can hear them. We're pretty much doing casual BS tonight, so we can make sure everything's running smoothly, so we can start doing the power play again. And let's see, who do we have? I gotta use my girl Julia. Come on, Julia. Bring it. Julia Chang, Alan.
Man,
Look, don't start with the whole Michelle was better, alright?
no, she wasn't. Are you kidding? After the Tekken anime and after how bad she jobbed to, like, Kazuya? No.
No, Kazuya beat the piss out of her. That's a difference. She ain't job. She did the best she could, but the characterization was off in that fucking movie. Well,
She,
in the
she did
anime.
not- No, she really disgraced, the entire Tatanka culture, so she should be very ashamed. Because Tatanka wouldn't have went down like that, just saying.
True. But keep in mind, like, if anything, they mostly just followed Kazuya and Jun's story. They didn't really follow anybody else. I mean, any of your favorite characters, was like pushed to the wayside. Dare I say it, they did the same thing with the Samurai Showdown movie, too.
But there was a Samurai Showdown movie?
Yeah, and it wasn't really all that good.
Well, I wouldn't expect it to be.
No. I mean, you would think in anime form they'd have a better shot. I mean, you look at Street Fighter the movie, both of the Street Fighter movies kind of hit and miss, but you see, because the first one was just really, really funny, but that second one was shit.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
The Hawaiian Samoan wrestler was the greatest thing ever.
Of course it was.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I know how to isolate my pain after being whipped in his back.
Well, he was meditating
What a
really,
legend.
really good.
He's still a legend.
Yeah. But what's crazy is, though, outside of all that, he was also... my God, yeah. But, outside of all the inaccuracies, though, at least when an animated movie came and it made everything right, a lot better for that franchise.
And the Chun-Li movie made everything wrong.
Yeah.
Along the DOA movie, though.
Well, the live action one.
Yeah.
I still gotta watch that, by the way.
Yeah, that's.
Missed it by that much.
I mean, and that's your homeboy Kevin Nash in it, so you might like it.
Alan, I didn't like Kevin Nash in The Punisher.
But he was awesome in The Punisher. He was the best thing about that movie. No, I was kidding.
Oh yeah. Sure it wasn't John Travolta trying to be badass.
No, it was all Kevin Nash in the whole 10 minutes he was in the movie.
He wasn't in the movie 10 minutes, Al, but all right.
I like to believe he was. It felt that long.
Alan, I don't even think you saw this movie.
I did actually.
And, you know, because of that, now I got a spare. All right. Thanks, Al. You're a big help, bro.
Oh yeah. So so yeah, that Brian Flores saga is still continuing.
Who?
Brian Flores suing the NFL.
Oh, somebody else is suing the NFL too?
No, Brian Flores is still on it, despite the fact that he has a job with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He still wants to do that.
I guess it's the principle of the thing.
What principle? All right,
Well,
look at
keep
his
in mind, you're going to have to
credentials,
fill me in because I'm just now knowing about this, and I missed 3 pens. Damn it!
His credentials. He had 3 losing seasons. I mean, don't get me wrong. With the talent he did good. But he went through a ton of different offensive coordinators. He wasn't. I'm not saying he's a terrible head coach or anything like that, but it's just dude, this isn't the case of if it was you know who has a bigger case if you wanted to go in that direction?
Who?
Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis would have a bigger case for this than anything Brian Flores has done. I mean, Marvin Lewis turned the Bengals into a relevant team for years, and then he got fired and he never got another position again.
Well, to be fair, he was kind of an asshole, right?
Marvin Lewis? Nah, he was okay.
I don't know. What didn't he have some big controversy happen? No, I'm thinking Hugh. Never mind.
Let's never talk about Hugh Jackson.
I mean, we might as well if you're talking about coaches.
I know, that's why we don't have to mention Hugh Jackson. He's not a head coach.
He was a head coach. I thought he was a head coach.
There we go.
But he ended up being an offensive coordinator. Again.
Oh, I gotta tell you this little tidbit of Hugh Jackson. This is incredible to me.
Right.
So he wanted to join the lawsuit with Brian Flores, right? Saying, "Oh, the Browns paid me to lose games and stuff like that." Well, you lost every game, so you took that money. So you just admitted to throwing
fraud.
NFL games. Yeah, you just admitted to fraud, Hugh Jackson, you piece of crap. And then he goes, "Well, they never paid me to throw these games."
Yeah, but you still accepted some sort of checks and stuff.
I'm then he goes, "Oh, they never paid me to lose," and stuff like that, even though you just said they did. And I'm like, hold on a minute, which one is it? And then if it was you weren't paid to lose and you lost anyways, that just means you're a bad head coach.
Yeah, so there's really nothing else to... Oh, damn it! You know, sometimes I keep forgetting about that one bar that helps you aim, and...
And I'd be the first to admit, I actually thought Hugh Jackson could have been a good head coach.
It's not about being the best bowler, it's just me and Al talking trash tonight. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, it was one of those times where I admit that I was wrong in picking a head coach. I think Hugh Jackson was going to do fine.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little wary about the Oakland thing because he did throw his players under a bus, and I'm like, okay, that's not good. But I'm like, he spent more years with Marvin Lewis. I think he's going to be fine. And then, wow, did I?
You were wrong, huh?
Dead wrong. Man. I think I just don't get how the guy failed so bad. But also at the same time, though, the GMs that were hired didn't do him any favors either.
Who, Kitchens? Was it?
Sashi Brown.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
Yeah, well, he didn't really do them any favors on developing talent and everything like that. So I can't really put all the blame on Hugh Jackson for that. But
it's fun to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. But to be fair, though, the second the guy left, didn't the Browns start winning games? So,
well, that tells you what the problem was, then. Oh
yeah. And then we messed that up too because I still remember we should have hired Greg Williams to be the head coach, and then we hired Freddie Kitchens, which
one more go.
I'm still mad about that. I am glad that we didn't do the Cyclone during that year because I'm still mad about it.
Well, fortunately, when the Cyclone is fully ready to go, We're gonna have to see who's gonna help you out on it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll be there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not gonna be like last time.
Yeah. That's gonna be hilarious, though.
Like, if you're a girl, we're gonna have Crunk there,
Who the hell's Crunk?
Remember, like, he was like taking the girls, whatever. He was like gonna have like a role playing session, Dungeons and Dragons style, like with ladies, and it's like, don't worry, it's not gonna be all ladies. Crunk's gonna be there, his character. I'm like, oh dear God, did he really do that?
Oh my God, yeah, Fear of Girls. That show needs to come back.
It does. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the minion of Crunk. I'll break you something to drink.
Oh man,
we should watch that after this show.
You know what? Why not?
Yeah.
By the way, that YouTube commentator you told me about, I didn't know he was that bad. But then again, ain't too far from the truth, right?
Did you see his little tweet though? Like,
yeah, I'll do a rise and fall video of YouTube. What the hell kind of shit is that?
What an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I love like, oh, I worked hard on these videos. What did you do? Like, you just watched someone else's career and you're like, yeah, this is like when they were popular and this is when they weren't.
Yeah.
Doesn't take that much work.
Well, the one thing about it is, and I know a lot of people will probably fall apart at this, but you see, it's great that you make money off of YouTube, but after a while, you got to really think about the content you put on YouTube. And after a while, sometimes it might not have a long shelf life. So, yeah, rise and fall indeed. And then sometimes, you know what? It's okay to have a difference of career. I mean, I work and do this stuff, What
I don't get is, as I said, his thumbnail pictures are the most annoying things ever.
Yes.
I hate them with, like, every fiber of my being. Like, it just looks like, do we really have to have them have bloodshot eyes and everything like that? Is that really necessary?
Well, yeah, I don't know the angle about that there either. But you got to realize that a lot of the falls that some of these, quote, people have had, they're not really falls. They're just like...
eventually, people move on from your, content. That's why you always got to change it up to keep it fresh.
I mean, yeah.
There is one person. The only person I think that was a rise and fall was probably Fuzi or something.
Yeah, but even then, didn't he like come back? Like,
I don't know. I don't really care, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, like sometimes you think about it. I don't even know these people's names. I mean, half the time I'm really just building J360 Productions. I don't really care.
I mean, let's just be honest. Like, didn't they do one on, like, that one girl, too, who, like, tried to do, like, a whole con thing on her own and stuff like that? And it failed miserably or something?
I mean, well, whoever that was, because there's a lot of them that pop up now and again. Oh! I just did another overcharge. This is one funny video tonight.
All I know is it failed massively. She apologized for it and moved on. And it's like, that doesn't mean she fell or anything. It's she made a mistake and stuff like that, and, she still has fans, so she didn't fall from anything. Just did something stupid.
Which, quite a lot of these people are wont to do. Sometimes when a deal is so good, and I mean, it seems like it'd get all your stuff together, wouldn't any of us go for that?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't.
Well, I know, but still,
Because we know me, I'll get burnt down in like 5 minutes and then run away and never come back.
Well, I wouldn't announce it because we're live on Twitch.
Oh.
You know I'm doing the PowerPlay tonight.
Oh, I'm staying forever. I was kidding.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I mean, it's just interesting to me how people will go look at somebody else's content and try to make it seem like it's a rise and fall moment. It's like some people do this stuff to the point where they don't check their mental health. Like, I had a moment where my mental health kind of needed to... You know what I mean? I needed to take a break. And sometimes when you need to take a break, you need to take a break. And some of those people didn't, or going through financial hardship, all that kind of stuff, and they let everybody know about it. See, that's the thing.
Or better yet, you're dealing with tons of fan pressure expecting you to put out, like, video content that's top quality every single week. That's really hard,
Yeah, like, half the time I'm not worried about what J-Man episode was popular or what Jam show was popular, all that kind of stuff. I'm just climbing the ladder. I had a good time with it, but you see, as soon as we get to like the part where I wrap up the shows, I think about the next one. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as I said, that's the one thing I respect about like Nostalgia Critic to extent though. The guy puts out a video every single week. You know, like, dang, you know, they're not really good, but he still does it. You know.
Yeah. And see, consistency and quality is always a balance. But you know, if we were all about being perfectionists, we'd be like that one dude that's not even in the damn J360 Productions company anymore.
Which one? There's a lot of them.
Good one. I'll talk about that one that thought he was the show of the Cyclone and stuff when it was really us.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Is it the one with the long hair?
Yeah, that jerk.
Oh, okay. He was the show of the Cyclone. Didn't he sound exactly like me though?
Alan, I'll be honest with you, that man sounded like ass.
Oh, okay.
Okay? You at least sound like you sound really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your voice actually goes well with my voice. That's the funny thing. We were trying to figure out what the hell to put that guy in. And in half the time, he couldn't even run his own channel like anything. He would come back to us as a safety net.
Oh, yeah, now I know the guy you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
That guy.
Piece of shit, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
No. He talked a big game, but he couldn't back it up.
Didn't he do a failed gaming channel?
Yeah. Then I think he tried to do podcasting, which, by the way, who doesn't? So, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone does a podcast now. I mean, we even do a podcast, by the way. Watch our podcast.
Right. Hey, while you're at it, just throw the link underneath there, too, huh? Spreaker.com/user/J360 radio. You got them all then.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. But, oh, man. So, I can't believe you were right, though, and Brock Lesnar won the title when I saw that.
Well, of course he was, man. I mean, nobody's losing any sort of title belts before the biggest show in March. Come on, now.
No, he was. No, the thing is, he wasn't the champion.
It was Lashley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you see, you know what? That's the thing about Bobby Lashley. I think Bobby Lashley's great, but I also realize they're just pretty much Shira Banksing him. Yeah, you put the title on him for a little bit, but then you go ahead, make him job to somebody so that the title can go somewhere else.
Oh, he never got pinned, though. Apparently, they ran an injury angle. So, I don't know if he actually got injured for real, not at the match, or he was pre-injured before. I don't know what happened, so.
Yeah, but still at the same time, I'm like, way to waste that reign, you know? I kind of
He had a good long reign before, and he lost it on a Money in the Bank cash-in, so he was, like, well-protected. So, I mean, and he didn't get pinned for this match either. He wasn't technically eliminated from the Elimination Chamber. So they're doing their best to kind of protect him, but eventually this gets to a point where it's like they do that so much with WWE, it's like it's whatever.
I mean, the thing is, when they do this stuff, okay, it's like who is on the roster to worth giving a damn now, you know? By the way, yeah, I know it's a gutter ball, but yeah, like I was saying, like who is actually on the roster getting the big push and all, you know? That's not on NXT. That's on main roster and wasn't released in some sort of way.
Oh, did you know Cesaro left today?
Why?
He just didn't re-sign with the company apparently.
He's going to AEW then.
I'm actually hoping Impact.
You know, I haven't checked out Impact in a long time. I haven't watched wrestling in a long time, to be honest with you, but I always try to catch it around Mania time because I'm thinking about taking me and the missus to go to Mania sometime.
Mania? Think you're going to jump in a match?
Dude, I was actually going to try to sign up for that Royal Rumble thing where I can make an appearance. I always wanted to do that, you know? Like, sure, I'll probably get knocked over the top rope and all that stuff, but on the way out, I could see you and her, and I just wave and say, "Hi, guys."
Yeah, I see that happening where you're like doing your taunts and everything, doing your muscular taunts, and you get super kicked and you fly out of the ring.
Better to be super kicked than to be hit with a chair and knocked over.
Yeah, true.
Then again, I don't even think they do chairs anymore, do they? They probably don't.
No, they do chairs all the time.
Well, not where they hit him on the head and stuff. Like
No,
they hit him
you
on
can't do that.
they hit him on the flat of the back.
No.
I've been doing a
Yeah.
lot of the overcharges right now for some reason.
Yeah, I jumped in the water, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm still stunned that there are people who watch WWE and still get like all worked up about it. I'm
Oh,
just
that'll
like,
never
why?
change. That'll never change.
I'm just like, why? Like, why are you getting worked up about it? Like, you know, the show's been bad for years. You've been complaining about it for years, so it's like, whatever.
Well, it's the same people that complain to Capcom, but they'll still buy a Resident Evil remake regardless.
I say that as I like just bought Resident Evil Village the other day.
Hey, Village was good, but I'm
Village
talking
was
I'm talking about remake. You know what I mean? But then again, the remakes haven't been that bad. But at the same time, don't complain about Street Fighter when you're worried about a whole different franchise anyway.
Well, to be fair, Resident Evil, the first remake was fantastic.
It was, but like much like anything else.
And the second one was really good too. It's just the third one that was wrong.
Well, I don't know. The third one was okay.
No.
Oh shit! Damn, missed it by that much.
No, I was a huge fan of the third game, and it was kind of a letdown with the scripted Nemesis events. I don't know. I wasn't.
Well, you've been mad at that franchise for years, ever since
Four.
Code Veronica.
No, I loved Code Veronica.
I know, but the thing is, you were so mad about where it fit in the timeline. Remember?
Yeah, because they don't even acknowledge it as like a official Resident Evil game. Which is ridiculous.
And yet they consider Operation Raccoon City. Right?
Yeah, they do. And it's funny. I actually I think didn't I play that for a while? I did. Yeah, I was trying to get you to get it for a while.
Yeah, and God, where was I? Because I mean, I would have loved to have been a part of that. Because what is it, like a 4-person team against like zombie hordes and stuff? I wouldn't mind that.
It's kind of like it was kind of like supposed to be like SOCOM and Left 4 Dead combined or something.
Oh wow!
And it was, it just didn't play right. It was the makers of Operation Raccoon City were the makers of SOCOM Confrontation, and it just didn't work. It just wasn't really that great. And it's kind of amazing that the game that I was playing yesterday, Alien Fire Team Elite, was everything Resident Evil Outbreak Operation Raccoon City should have been.
And where the hell was I at? Were we doing the Monster Fest last year? There's so many events we do nowadays, I forget. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we did the Monster Fest, and that would have worked, too. It still can. Write that down.
Operation Raccoon City or Alien Fire Team Elite?
Both.
Yeah, I mean, I recommend you picking it up on either, I think it's on Steam, or I have the PS3 version. You could definitely do that.
It's a shame that Tekken 7 is not crossplay. Then again, I don't know, is it?
Probably not. Very few games are crossplay.
Which is stupid.
I'm just glad it's happening now. They're finally more aware of it.
Well, they better. I mean, think about how much we're shelling out nowadays in terms of getting peripherals, add-ons, and among other things,
That's actually Sony's decision not to make it crossplay. Microsoft doesn't care.
Right. I like I said, just because I got the invitation early doesn't mean that I turn a blind eye to all the crazy shit Sony has done.
I know, just at times Sony needs to get over themselves.
Well, I think they kind of lost a little bit of bragging rights when Xbox ran around buying up those companies.
Yeah,
I think the only one that's still running free is Ubisoft, isn't it? But nobody wants that. Rayman hasn't been good for years. I'm just kidding.
Electronic Arts is still running wild.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't know, if you buy so many companies like that, right? Won't you have to report to the SEC for don't you have to really report all that stuff if the company's too big to fail at that point? There's got to be something to it. The Sherman Antitrust Act is supposed to be made to knock off monopolies, but it's been underpowered for years. So I think there's something else you're supposed to look into when you're doing that.
I know, but at the same time, though, there's so many video game companies. Does it really matter?
No, it doesn't. But you can tell news is running dry in certain areas that they have to let this happen. You know? Like, IGN will be the first one to tell us, then GameSpot will tell us, then... What's the other one that really, really sucks?
IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku.
Yeah, they'll tell us. You know, it's like... We really look at, like, how the pattern goes.
Yeah, but... Wait, no, G4 is definitely the bad one, but...
I can't believe that's still a thing.
I mean, at least Microsoft is doing something with the publishers and developers, unlike EA, who buys them, uses them for like a year, and then shuts them down.
Yeah. But EA is like, hey, we're not the evil company this week, so it's good.
Oh no, they are right now. Like Battlefield 2042 was a humongous flop.
Here's the thing: why is that game getting so much heat right now?
Okay,
outside of blaming Halo.
Okay, I played 2042 for a while, and it is absolutely dreadful. I could not believe what happened with it. Like, okay, so you got rid of the single player, which is fine, to focus on the multiplayer, which, is fine. Battlefield was originally a multiplayer-only game, and the single-player Battlefield games, other than, like, that company, weren't really that amazing. Like, Battlefield 3 was okay at best. So they did this full multiplayer game. It was completely unfinished, took out a ton of modes, which is an EA special, what they do.
But yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's the EA special, like, when a Madden gets released on next gen or any other sports game, and like, oh, here's some nice graphics, but it's really glitched and 90% of the features are missing. That's what they did with Battlefield 2042, and it was just a mess, and it wasn't really fun to play, and tons of glitches, a lot of game modes that are gone. It still doesn't have like team talk, and it doesn't even have a scoreboard yet.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's like, what on earth is going on here? Like, I don't know. And considering the fact that it's DICE, who's actually made really good Battlefields in the past, like, I don't understand. Like, and I think it's also a combination of that, and people are just getting really fed up with EA not learning from their mistakes and putting out really crummy products lately. Like, Madden 22 was literally unplayable. Battlefield 2042 was a broken mess, and then Battlefield 5 was a broken mess for a long time, and they finally kind of got it right later on. And Battlefield 4 was kind of a mess, and it's like, stop releasing half-finished games, like, for $60. Like, finish the game, then release it.
Might as well. I mean, it's bad enough I got to spend DLC or Game Pass or all that crap. Well, not Game Pass, but Season Pass.
Yeah, and it's just like, enough is kind of enough, though. Like, with a lot of this, like, how many more times are we gonna have to like buy a half-finished game, like, for $60? And or in Cyberpunk's case, like, yeah, the game is finally playable for next-gen systems. Like,
oops,
it took you over a year to get this game playable. Like, you released a broken game, and it took them a year to make it somewhat playable, which is an absolute joke. Like, because your hype has pretty much died. Like, and not only that, it's like, yeah, I can play the better version of it now, but why would I want to? Like,
because the hype is gone, right?
Apparently the hype, yeah. Like, after all the drama the game did and everyone nonstop talking about it, why would I want to play it again? Even if it's fixed now, why would I care?
Well, I guess if you're really a fan of that aesthetic and you really like retro wave and all, it's something there for you, maybe.
I know, but it's like, okay, if Final Fantasy 12 was completely broken, right? Just completely broken mechanics, broken everything. Cinematics lagged out, and it was like near unplayable. And you bought it on PlayStation 2, and then, whatever. And then eventually, like, a year later, it's like, oh, it's playable now. Would you care? Probably not.
Probably not, but to be fair, in J360 history anyway, that game was the undiscovered country for a long time. We didn't know where to go with that, did we?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. And, like, what is, like, one of the best, like, games now? What, Final Fantasy 7, like, Disc 1. It's unbelievable. Like, and people are like, oh, but it's a reimagining. It's a new experience of 7. It's like, a new experience of the same world. So pretty much Square Enix is pretty much saying we're out of ideas for the series, so we have to remake it.
Well,
You
I
know,
don't know. I heard like 16 has a pretty good script going and stuff, so should be all right. But things have slowed in the main series as of late. You can tell.
well, after the game where they're riding in cars and they look like
Oh,
they're
come on, Al. Look, you never even played 15.
I've seen enough of it to know.
Actually, when I play it, I enjoyed 15. I thought 15 was great.
They were looking at dresses, man.
Well, yeah, there was that scene too, but the thing is, man, like
I think
I
it's 'cause
I actually enjoyed it.
I think it's because I grew older. Like, I got older, with these RPGs, and I just can't stand some of the like JRPG quirks. Sometimes they come off as really annoying.
Yeah, that's one thing, but let's talk about what really happened. You see, you've been pissed off at that series ever since Final Fantasy 13. I know, I was there.
Yeah, because there wasn't one likable character in the entire game.
Well, not only that, but you were mad about it after we had the Undiscovered Country with Final Fantasy 12. So, yeah. You were tired.
12 was like borderline okay. You know, it was borderline okay, and 10 was borderline okay, and then 10-2 like really hurt it.
Yeah,
Like,
you were mad at that game too. Let's not deny ourselves.
Well, because 10-2 pretty much ruined everything that was good about 10.
Debatable, but yeah.
And it, like, I get it was supposed to be a lighthearted thing and everything like that, but it's just a completely unnecessary game. But yeah, like, and then like,
Well, that's why you go
13
back
came
to
out
your
and
favorites. I will always have 9 on my stuff.
9 was amazing.
Yes.
9,
8.
8 to a lesser extent. 8's okay at times, except for, you know, Squall not going out. The game.
You know
would
what?
end.
That is bias, and you know it, man. They were at the orphanage together.
Well, so was Quistis.
I said that.
I know, but I'm just saying that Squall could have just, you know, whatever.
It
you
would
know,
have
you can
ruined
do-
the plot, Al. It's about him and Renoa.
I don't know. If there was like a freaking hot teacher coming after me, you know, and I'd be like,
If there was a friggin' hot teacher coming after you, you'd be like, Jay, what do I do?
yeah, probably. But I'm just saying that, like, you know, this person's really into me. Could be good. She's intelligent. You know, has glasses. You know, knows about fighting. You know, has more personality than Renoa.
Okay,
Yeah.
look, now I know you're being biased. See, Renoa is not on the same level as Quistis. She never would have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, who wears a sweater and leather shorts?
First off, I don't mind that combo, but still, you know.
Eh.
I mean, the thing is that you know what? Next time,
1 second.
the cat. Oh man, yeah. So pretty much, you can see me and Alan arguing about the Final Fantasy franchise. But you see, the thing about it is that, you know, unlike some people, you know, I stayed consistent with it a little bit, which is a total oxymoron of words. But the thing is, I did stay consistent with it. I played Dissidia. I went ahead and I tried to get into 11 and 14, but I didn't have the PC at the time for them, so, you know, little things like that. But at least with the console versions, and I can always go back to, like, other parts in the series, I'm good, you know? So I never really worry about it as much. Now, the thing is, whether I finish the RPG or not, that's a whole different monster. 'Cause I got so many systems to play it on, it's like, which version do I actually complete the task with? And I like to say, if I'm out and about all the time, I'd finish it on my PSP because I got most of them on there anyway, along with the remake of 4. But if I'm working remotely or something like that, you know, whether I'm doing J360 Productions work or I'm doing, you know, standard work, then I'd probably finish on one of these at-home consoles. It's really just about pick your medicine. So, little things like that. But all in all, people, I'd like to say that the series, I don't know, that series is well over 30 years old. I mean, if a franchise can make it about like 30 years of being around, even Sonic, by the way, you got to give it a clap on the, you know, you got to clap for it, because lots of franchises nowadays, they don't last that long. A lot of the new stuff. And that's pretty bad. because some of those franchises are actually pretty decent. I mean, but then again, maybe I'm talking in terms of like games and movies, and for some people that's like apples to oranges. I didn't even get to see the Uncharted movie, to be honest with you. I was
You will
thinking
not
about
believe what this has been about.
what?
The cat. You will not believe.
What?
So the reason why she's going ham crazy, right?
She's a heat?
No. She thinks that she doesn't have to, but there's two dishes, right? There's one dish that's closer to the middle of the floor because I put it there because she needs to walk because she's old. But there's a dish that's closer that's empty. She thinks that she has no food, so she's screaming. She doesn't know that there's food like not even 10 feet away.
That's cat life.
Oh my god. So I just said, fine. You know what? I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna put some food. I'm gonna put a little food in this dish and see how she's gonna act. She's been quiet ever since.
Well, there you go then.
Hey, if that works, awesome.
Right?
Yeah. Whatever. If that makes her happy, okay. She's just like us. She just doesn't want to get up and go anywhere. It's okay.
Well, that's pretty much any of us every time Sunday rolls around.
Yeah, she goes through a lot, so it's all right. Yeah, I'll let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
Despite that she was doing that when I was working today, with like on the phone with clients and stuff. That was not fun.
Well, I bet not.
No, it's terrible.
But yeah, like I was telling everybody, I was like, I haven't seen the Uncharted movie yet, and to be perfectly honest,
Why would you want to?
yeah, that's the vibe I get from it.
I don't even understand, like, why would you want, like, the games that are good enough telling the story, you don't need to...
Now,
Like,
keep
have
in
them
mind,
come
I
out
can
and
use
buy
that
it.
same logic about the Halo series that's coming. And by the way, they're going to show Master Chief's face, which, I already know the man's name is John. I mean, what more can you do? Mystery ruined.
I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world.
No, it's not, because, I mean, I live in a time where Boba Fett got unmasked. I live in a time where Spider-Man does nothing but unmask himself. And,
I mean, it's not the end of the
Like,
world about
like,
it.
like that's just the way it is when it translates into a visual medium. Other people in the audience say, "Oh, people that are masked are hard to relate to," and like I said earlier, it's like comparing games to movies. Sometimes is like apples to oranges, because I mean, in a game you're actually playing as that character, so it really doesn't matter as much. Like little things like that. It's why Mario really doesn't have a personality like when we play as him.
Really, people are like, oh, it's hard to relate to someone with a mask.
Oh, dude, that argument is always a thing.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
what happened during the pandemic then? I mean, you couldn't relate to anyone?
I don't know, Al. I really didn't relate to anyone afterwards except for you and my lady and all that other stuff. So, yeah.
No, I meant
I did maybe some
other,
of the other people I know. Yeah.
No, I meant the other people who cried like, oh, you can't relate to people who wear a mask. Really? Like, so what happened during the COVID vaccine? You couldn't like talk to anyone.
Hey, ease up now. We're on Twitch. Twitch can't handle that kind of humor. Though at the same time, I think it's pretty funny that you said it. So go on ahead. I don't care. We got Trovo anyway.
Yeah, so like whatever.
Green is the new purple.
Oh man, people are just. Oh man.
They got a reason for every damn thing, man. And I guess that's karma telling me I'm gonna miss those 3 pens. It is what it is.
Wait, is somebody shooting me? Oh, it's this guy.
Well, you're playing Quake and I'm playing Tekken, so
I switched it up to Quake 2. But
Quake 2 is a very underrated game.
it's fantastic. I wish you would have gotten. Did you get the 360 version of the HD version of it?
Had I known that there was an HD version, I would have bought it, and I didn't know.
It came as a bonus disc in Quake 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I better go look and see if I have that thing around then.
Yeah, when I got Quake 4, it came with 2 discs. One disc was the Quake 4, and one disc was like behind the scenes of Quake 4 with like Quake 2 demo, the Quake 2 HD remake on it.
Yeah, we really didn't do a good job on this, so we gave you a featurette.
They really did not do a good job on Quake 4, the 364. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we played it. I mean, we finished it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but it was a pain in the ass, man. Like, that was endurance.
yeah, and then I think the other problem too is I actually played the PC version, and I came down to the realization that Quake 4 is just not a really good game.
Hmm.
It
No, it's
wasn't.
not actually.
I mean, it was okay. It was just like, but it was definitely the game that killed Quake for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad because like it had a really good engine, it had potential, but just never was utilized. Like, can you imagine if you did like the original Quake monsters with that Doom 3 engine? That would have been amazing.
Oh, yeah. But then again, they could do something really good now with the current Doom's engine and go ahead and bring Quake back. That would have been really nice.
They kind of did with no, they didn't with Quake Champions, but not really. It didn't use the Doom engine really. But no, did you ever see that Unreal game that Epic was making? That Unreal tournament, like they were making a new one, and then they like scrapped it halfway through development.
Why'd they do that? It looked good.
I have no, well, because what is that game? What's the game that they do? Is it Fortnite? No, not Fortnite. It's some game. I think it is Fortnite. Like whatever they made, like it's made so much money for them that they decided they didn't need you know Unreal Tournament anymore, which is a shame.
Fortnite? Really?
That was Fortnite or what? Is it Fortnite? I don't know what they made. For some reason I thought it was Battleborn for a second.
I mean, look, to be honest with you, I remember when Fortnite. Wow, I sound that old, huh? Alright, when, I remember when Fortnite came out, man, and I really wasn't interested in it like that, you know? Like, they gave me my avatar for one thing, and then another thing is, I don't know, like, it was the early days. I really just didn't care. I was like, nah, let me just go back to another game.
So you're like me with PUBG pretty much. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't for me.
But you know what's awesome though?
What?
Never forget Battleborn, man. That game was life changing.
I thought Battleborn was alright.
Well, it failed pretty massively.
I thought it was alright.
Wasn't there another one that came out? Like it was made by Ninja Theory, and it was like kind of a game like that, like a kind of arena type shooter game. And it had a bunch of wacky characters in it. What's it?
Whoop, overcharged.
It's on Xbox Game Pass. I don't know. One of these days, me and you will download it and give it a shot.
We're gonna have to, man. We just announced it.
Yeah,
we got a lot of games to play, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to try a bunch of these crappy like multiplayer games. I definitely Evolve is, that's a must for us.
Well, you think we should go ahead and do Overwatch then?
That's the game that is doing so well for them. Overwatch. That's it. I think.
Wait. That's the one. That's the Activision Blizzard game you were talking about.
No, on Epic Games.
Is it Epic? I thought it was Activision Blizzard that did Overwatch.
I don't know. Whoever. I don't even know anymore.
Actually, let's just say Overwatch then. Yeah, Overwatch is doing good for them, huh? Or then again, no. If it's Epic Games, it's Apex. You're talking about Apex.
No, that's EA.
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah, Respawn did Apex Legends.
Oh, okay. Hey, how come we're not doing Apex Legends?
No one asked me to do Apex Legends.
That's very true. It looks fun.
You know what's crazy? Wasn't there like an arena shooter that was it came out, it was from the makers of Gears of War and Unreal Tournament, like the main guy behind it, and he was making an arena shooter to compete with Fortnite and stuff, and it bombed like spectacularly, and now it's like you can't even play it online anymore.
Well, what was the name of it? That's the thing.
I'll have to look it up when I'm done playing this, but I will let you know at the end during the show.
Alright. I'll hold you to it. Hey, look, I got another split, and it's an 8-10 too. Fuck!
But yeah, the game was supposed to be like how like Unreal Tournament and Unreal and Quake 3 was supposed to be, like, kind of like a modern version of it, and nobody cared about it, and it bombed massively.
Right.
Could be worse. Oh my god! You know what we should do? I wonder if it's still on Xbox One.
Take,
But
take it what you take
APB
it. Oh. Anyway, you were saying?
we gotta do APB Reloaded. I kind of want to play that.
APB Reloaded.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like it was originally from the makers of. Oh, I got an assault rifle. It was originally from the makers of. Okay, that assault rifle's gonna give me no good if I die.
Alright, well, I gotta get another solid slate drive before we do any of this stuff. That's next.
Oh, I was wrong. That cat is still going crazy.
Wow! Yo, you can make one hell of a remix out of that. Oh!
Right.
Ow! Ow!
Hold on a second.
Yeah, he's having a good time with his cat. Speaking of which, you know. Oh, man. I love the animals, you know. You gotta go ahead and handle that. Otherwise, they'll never leave you alone. I'm pretty much, I really just, God, am I getting better at the bowling or am I getting worse? Then again, I don't care. Makes no sense to me. I'm just having a good time tonight. Entertaining y'all and just trying to get through these tough times ahead, man. Not to mention what you all are hearing
Sorry
about.
for those noises.
No, you're fine, man. It's all good. This is casual BS. It is what it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, the cat's in heat, by the way.
Knew it.
Yeah, I went to like pat her to see if she's okay, and she started rubbing my hand really hard. So I'm like, yep, I know what it is.
It's the time of the season.
She's 15 years old.
Hey, you know, there are a lot of women about her age and cat years that are still looking for that debonair young man to go ahead and shag and pound, son.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
I know, but I could a cat even live through pregnancy being 15?
I don't know, but you should just let her go get a little bit of act. I'm just messing.
Oh, not that cat. Any other cat, sure, but not that one.
Listen to me sound like a kitty pimp.
Oh man, I'm just glad I can safely say I don't think I ever want cats after this one. They're terrible. I don't know. You know, it's amazing. Remember there was like a huge fat, well, it's probably still going on. Like people just started going crazy for cats for some odd reason.
Well, it's not a fad. It's still around.
Yeah, it's your fault. I was kidding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like
Well, I saw.
I can
well,
really
I
have a cat in my current place.
Yeah, true.
Like, I don't have a problem taking care of cats, though. I can do it. I used to, in a way, because they were all over the place in my old childhood neighborhood. Like, you couldn't go nowhere without seeing cats there, so you might as well have made friends with them.
The only way you would survive on the streets, being friends with the cats.
Well, you know, some would get their heads stuck in cans, and me and my dad would take the cans off of their heads and stuff.
Aw.
So, you know,
Sweet.
little things
Look
like
at
that.
Jay being the animal lover.
I actually am, believe it or not.
Oh, I know. You always said that you were more of a dog person, though.
Yeah, but you know, I don't mind helping out cats, and I better get used to that too because
Oh,
lady has them.
Yeah, she's a cat person.
She has them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that.
Well, I gotta get used to it again. I mean,
Or it's open elsewhere.
yeah, I don't mind cats. I love them. They're they're pretty cool to me.
Oh man, dude, you should
But-
get Quake 2.
I was actually thinking. Well, yeah, I'll get Quake 2, man. But like, I was actually thinking, like, remember that one time I really wanted to get that alligator?
Yeah.
That still can be a thing. Look, I looked it up. All right, in California law, I'm able to legally own an alligator. I am not legally
Oh.
able to open an alligator farm.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Now farm.
Oh, come on, think about it. Jay's alligator pit, boy. It could be like this. And then I got my first alligator, G Money, sitting right there. And I'm just sitting right there, too. And then all of his, you know, his mate, the children, all that kind of stuff. That'd be aight.
So you So when you ask an alligator, like, what do you think of the new Elden Ring trailer? Is he gonna say I was chomping at the bit for it?
He could if we go ahead and make it like that. He'd know who his master was. I'm like, that's right. I feed you. That's why we ain't seen them annoying neighbor kids in a while. Think about it.
Oh my God, one bullet and this is a new enemy. Oh my gosh.
You know, I was thinking back on it out. Sword of Vermilion. It might not be that bad of a game. I might actually try to play it.
It is not a bad game at all. Yeah, I was a big defender of that game.
Yeah, you were, actually. Yep. Couldn't hear the end
Still
of
am.
it.
Yeah, I still am. I love that game. It's not as good as Phantasy Star 2, but you know, it's kind of hard to top perfection.
You know, to be fair, okay? Phantasy Star 2 is really damn good. But perfection is Persona.
Persona is amazing. Okay, I gotta grab this shotgun. Oh no, I died.
Then again, I don't know. I wish Star Ocean had a lot more love too, because that series was alright. The one that's on like PS2, what was it called?
Till the end of time.
Yes. I still have to finish that
one,
game.
That one was fantastic. But
it was
the
actually
last
pretty
one
good.
was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, and then they started throwing the prequels at us.
Yeah. I would like it if Square came back with that series, like to do something with it.
Mm. Something around the PS3 era really killed off a lot of great franchises.
Well, Square tried some other games. They tried like The Last Remnant for a while.
Yeah, but even then, people were playing it.
I was playing it, and then they did that other one. What was that other one that came out from Square? Why is this thing not going down? What the heck is up with this? There, got him. What was that game? I bought it. It was I'll let you know what it is in a second. What was it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I gotta run away from these guys. when I was trying to think, there was like a kind of like a liquor from Resident Evil. And
Oh, did you aggro him?
Yeah. What is that game? It was the Last Guardian. What was it?
I think it was Last Guardian. Wasn't it that one with that monster that was helping you?
No, it wasn't that. It was I'm gonna find it. One second.
Oh, hey man. I mean, you know, you in the middle of playing and everything. While he's looking that up, let's see how far we're going here with the bowling. We got it. Dink! 3 in the stink. Sorry. You know what? Sometimes J-Man a little wild and can't help himself. And y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I don't know. Since they probably won't let me have that alligator, I'll probably just upgrade to a bear cub. I'm messing around. I don't know. I don't know. I will get a dog, though, when I'm over there, so things will be different. That cat needs you, Alan. Where you at? Where you at? I love messing with him. Ah, man. So, back to this. When are we actually going to get some Tekken matches on here? Now that I know how this thing works.
Something. It was something. I don't know. It's somewhere in that pile. I would have to look thoroughly, but.
Oh, see, that's going to be a lot because you got a lot of games like I do. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was for the makers of Star Ocean, though. I just can't think of what it was called. I think it was The Last Guardian or something, but yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't.
Yeah, they turned their back on it, right? Kind of like how From Software did with Armor Core. Nobody understands but us.
To be fair, like Armor Core did have some problems, though.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, 3 was so good. 9 Breaker was amazing because it was about the tournament. And then, like, For Answer was great because you got to fight against not only other mechs, but giant mechs, too. And 4 was questionable, but not bad. And then 2 was good. Anyway, what?
Two is my favorite one.
No.
But 4 was okay. I liked a lot of that they did. It's just some of it was a little annoying. Like I still can't get over you're a mech. Why are you doing stealth missions?
Well, you didn't do stealth missions in 4. You did them in 3.
I never
some
understood
reason.
why you did stealth missions in a mech. It
Yeah.
never made sense.
I think didn't Zone of the Ender's second runner have stealth missions too? I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I know the first one did too, but that kind of made sense, a little bit more sense than Armored Core to an extent.
Well, I guess because you have a fast one instead of a clunky one.
Well, it's not only that, but also, you're flying in the air kind of, so you could be quiet, kind of like there's hover jets or something. So it kind of makes sense because you're just flying or something, but when you're a mech in Armored Core, you're still walking. Like everyone within like a 90-mile radius will probably hear what you're doing.
Well, especially when you turn the torso and it goes.
Yeah.
RoboCop has lighter steps than you are in Armored Core. You're right. You can hear that motherfucker. Murphy coming.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what's that noise? Oh, it's probably the wind. Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, Al, look, it's Officer Murphy. And then we hear his footsteps.
Oh my god, that is a game I've been wanting to play again. Not RoboCop, but Judge Dredd versus Death. I've been wanting to try that again.
Yeah, that might actually be pretty good. I was actually thinking about it because we talked about Dynasty Warriors not too long ago, right? So I was actually thinking about getting the Fist of the North Star Dynasty Warriors games. They seem kind of fun.
With the Fist of the North Star one, yeah, I heard it was. Oh shoot, one second. I heard it was pretty good, but I don't know. My thing is, I got so burned out of like Dynasty Warrior games.
I mean,
It's
to
like-
be fair, I'm getting it because I have a hard time getting Fist of the North Star the series. Like, I can watch like the old school one, like bits and clips of it, but I really want to get that box set. So this is like the closest thing I can get to getting that series.
Comment. Oh, did that Cowboy Bebop show get canceled yet?
Yeah, it did. But we knew that though.
I know. I just don't get I just don't get how people thought that was going to work.
Well, I mean, look, the way they had it going, it could have worked, but it's just, oh god, it's just everything about it. Like, that show itself is hard to put in a live action form, and I do have to give them some sort of respect for trying. But I mean, they didn't even have all the characters.
Well, it was still better than the Dragon Ball Z movie that came out. So.
Well, I do have to start bringing that feature back on J360productions.com, right?
Oh, the movie review? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of them.
Is Dragon Ball Evolution a top 10 for you?
No, man. Not at all. But you know what's really funny, though? The Fist of the North Star movie, I never had a problem with.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, like the live action movie to that, I did not have a problem with. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, Gary Daniels is a badass. But Gary Daniels cannot act for shit.
But no, he was fantastic.
Yeah, he was. Because, I mean, look, you know how you play as Kenshiro? You play as Kenshiro by speaking in a monotone, which Gary Daniels can do, somewhat. And you cry after beating the shit out of people. Because you have manly tears. And you're a badass and you're allowed to. You have nothing but absolute solace as you do things. That's how you play as Kenshiro. It's the most easiest thing to do.
I have man-made tears.
Yeah, I know. You cry all the time.
True. Hey,
I didn't say it was bad. I was just saying,
I only cried during 8 Savage Garden songs. I was kidding.
Is it because of what happened to that band, or what?
No, it's because I actually had to listen to it.
Oh, there you go.
To the moon and back. Uh,
Hey, we still got to start our band. Feel.
that's feel is yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Feel is like
yeah,
alternative rock, man. Everybody else is selling out when they do that synthwave stuff. We're going back to real music. Real music is coming back. You hear me? Yeah, we doing it.
yeah, real music, man.
Yeah,
our,
we're too out of sight with that. Yeah.
yeah, where our albums like relevant for like where we have one relevant album, then we fade off into obscurity because another band takes our place. Yeah, real music, man.
Yeah, real music indeed, man. After all you need is one album. Hell, I made a lot of money off that one single. Y'all should be happy I came back for the other 9.
Oh, hey, you six, how you doing?
Yeah,
Oh man,
sure.
I don't mean to make fun of Eve Six, but seriously, they did something so unbelievably laughably stupid. It still blows my mind that they did this. Okay, so they were crying about like Spotify. Oh, they don't give us enough money for our music and blah blah blah. And it was like right at the heels of them giving Joe Rogan money or something. So it just came across as like really petty. And then I'm like, wait a minute, Eve Six. I'm like, of all bands, Eve Six, the band that didn't do a new album in like 12 years, Eve Six. The Eve Six
Oh,
that
shoot,
hasn't
missed
had
it.
the Eve Six band that hasn't had an actual successful album since like 1999. Eve Six.
Hey, man, look, to be fair, some people think that these things owe them something. And Spotify, has a lot of dirt to dig when it comes to musical artists.
I mean, to be fair, okay, I don't mean to take shots at Eve Six because I think they're actually secretly a good band. I like their first 3 releases; they were okay, but man, you guys are like the last band who should be crying about this.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, if I was in their shoes, I'd kind of be like, I want to get everything that's due to me. But, meh. I mean, that whole Joe Rogan podcast thing, like, I mean, what do you expect? It's Joe friggin' Rogan. It's like, you either like him or you don't. And what really kills me is, like, when so many people act like they have to listen to his show. You do not have to listen to Joe Rogan. All you gotta do is just turn that shit off, or even better, if you don't like Spotify, don't use Spotify. It is what it is.
The guy was on news radio.
Who?
Joe Rogan.
Well, Joe Rogan was pretty much everywhere, Al, because the thing is, he was a failed burnout comedian. Remember that. Now he's a podcast host and a celebrity podcast host.
But he was the tech repairman on news radio.
Right, but Al, look. That doesn't change anything. Andy Dick was on news radio.
I don't want to talk about that. He was the worst part of that show.
Yeah, I know, and I wanted to let you know that because that wasn't an argument. That's a fact.
I think he single-handedly ruined that show because everyone else in it was great.
Well, you hate Andy Dick anyway. But the point is, it's like, I don't hate Joe Rogan. It's just I look at his stuff and I'm like, he ain't no different than anybody else out here trying to grab the bag, and Spotify gave it to him. So, it is what it is.
No, I mean, Joe Rogan did good for himself, and he might have weird theories that are not like ours. Good for him. I'd rather have someone have different theories than have the same podcast over and over again.
Well, that's the problem, man. Sometimes his stuff is kind of the same thing over and over again. But, a lot of people do it because they don't like him.
No, I mean, what I mean is like how many I'm not trying to sound political, but how many times we have to see like a show like it has to do with left way or this way. Why can't we have a show that's like a little different? Like, yeah, you don't have to agree with his opinions, but at least there's like variety out there. You can listen to what you want, That's the point. Like,
and you can choose not to listen to Joe Rogan. I'm just I love doing that now. But he's right.
No, not really, but like, yeah, I mean, it's different, like whatever.
I mean, at the same time, we might as well get rid of our stuff because, with all the crazy things we do.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with my Oh, by the way, time for an EA sponsorship deal. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you get the hell out of here with that.
Hey, EA is legit, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
In the game.
No, it's not. They've been out of the loop for a long time.
But how dare you?
I dare, because I just did. No, what the hell I said because I said it. Now look. But like I said, I'm not losing anything when I don't listen to. I actually made an episode about it, and the truth is that you know what? The more you talk about it, the more press he got. And as I knew, he wasn't going to lose any drops in the hat from it. You understand what I'm saying? Much like anything else, the guy rode the storm and got 10 times more popular. Controversy builds cash.
I mean, my gosh. I mean, seriously, people cry about this, and yet the view's still on the air.
Right. Which, by the way, credible journalism.
Oh yeah.
With those hot takes and what's fashionable this year, and don't wear that because that's so last week.
The Holocaust wasn't racist at all. I remember.
Yeah. Way to go, Whoopi.
Why would you say something like that? Like,
And even if you felt that way, why would you put it on TV?
you knew that was going to piss people off. What was the point?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she should go back to Theodore Rex. You know, make the sequel to that.
No, Whoopi need to go to retirement home because it just ain't hitting no more. You know what's funny? Tyler Perry wants to do Sister Act 3 and have her be in it. I'm like, do you not know how old she is now? Not saying that when you get really, really old that you're not allowed to act, but when you start saying stuff like that, dementia grows strong.
Here's the thing. I kind of hope she does do it, and the reason why is, I don't know, something with The View just ruined people's careers.
Yeah, that's why Barbara Walters, in her infinite wisdom, left it.
Well, it's because she was old.
Was she old, Al? She was old
Yes.
before she made that show. She
No.
left us a new evil and knew when to get out. That's what it was.
She's still alive.
You know what I said. You ain't got to be dead to be hiding.
Yeah, true. See, Tommy agrees.
See, yeah, totally. But then again, she's probably dreaming of some young black tomcat coming up in there and saying, "Let me dust those drapes."
Oh my god, no. No, absolutely not. The heck is going on? Is that a spaceship? Oh, that is a spaceship. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, the only good person that like
All
came
right,
out
one
of
more
the View
game. Anyway, you were saying?
the only good person that came out of the View, I think, was that Meredith person.
I guess. I mean, like, to be fair, like, the fact that that show has ran on for too long, they don't really talk about anything. Matter of fact, there's been more multiple panel shows based off of it. You know? There's one where the Maori twins from Sister Sister are hosting one. So it's like, you know,
Okay.
it really overstayed its time.
It's still better than the Kelly Clarkson show. Is
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
that over yet?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched it since you've been gone.
But weren't you feeling kind of stronger? Maybe stay longer?
Keep forgetting she made that song.
Well, you know now, don't you? And while you're at it, I'll tell you about From Justin to Kelly.
I had to see that movie.
Man. We were all innocent once.
My sister made me watch it. I hated her for like 2 weeks because of it. And I was scared.
That,
It was terrible, though.
Boy. Didn't that movie come out at the same time Britney Spears' Crossroad did? And everybody was so happy to see those movies, though they never did.
Isn't like some type of action horror movie or something?
Huh?
Wasn't she in some type of action horror movie or something?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, that was her real life. Oh, okay.
See, you gotta stop being rude, Al. Free Britney, okay? She's free from her conservatorship. She's good now.
She's in her 30s.
So are we.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Free Britney, she was an innocent person. She's in her 30s and had like 3 kids that she lost custody of.
She lost 2.
Yeah, lost custody of. That's unbelievable.
And again, I mean, she's doing all right. Recovery
lost
is
custody.
possible.
She lost custody of her kids to Kevin Federline. They thought Kevin Federline was a more stable, suitable parent.
Well, he
Britney Spears.
was, wasn't he? Psst.
Well, I guess. I mean,
he did take care of the little bastard. So I mean, you have to think about it.
Well, he's a very successful rapper, that's for sure.
Popo Zao was a good hit, man.
Wait, he actually had a single?
Yeah, it was called Popozow. He was thinking about Mr. Popo when he made it. Of
There's
all
no way
Dragon
that's
Ball
real.
Z characters, he thought of that one.
You can't be serious. That was real?
That was real.
Oh my god. I was just joking. I didn't actually think he came out. I mean, I knew he came out with an album, but I didn't think it was actually a single.
Oh yeah.
Well, good for him. I'm glad he
No.
got it.
You want to listen to it tonight then? Because I got time.
No, I kind of want to see it tonight.
You know, while we're at it, I'll go ahead and I'll bring up Carmen Electra's first hit, which she recorded with Prince. Boy, that stuff was whack.
You made me listen to that before.
I know, right? See, sometimes the creative journey can be a pathway to hell. Just like when I threw that gutter ball right there.
Let's see. Let's go get this health kit.
And I'm going to tell you this, right? We are not listening to that Carmen Electra song again. That was painful for me. And I like Prince's work.
What about Kobe Bryant's rap track?
Actually, what was that?
It's called Kobe.
It was just called Kobe?
Yeah,
For
it was
real?
really good. Yeah.
I didn't get to hear that. I got to check that out then.
Well, if you were a fan of Shaq, you'll be a fan of that.
Oh, never mind. I can't do it, man. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm all about Mamba mentality indeed, but I can't do that.
Hey, Shaq rap was legit.
Shaq could not rap for shit. I agree.
No, it was awesome.
No, it was terrible. You're right.
But you know he got skills, man.
Yeah, okay. He had to make a whole damn movie about it.
You'll kick a Jurassic to the park. I mean, dang, that bar.
You know, this is why Steel was a better movie. I mean, yeah, it had Ray J in it, but still, at the same time, it was a much better film. Sick, man. This stuff's terrible.
Hey, Ray J was the best part of Moesha.
Yo, remember when her little brother got kidnapped and they never resolved it, even on the Parkers?
Who wanted to watch the Parkers?
Good answer, but still, at the same time, you know they never resolved that plot line.
No, I mean, I seriously have a problem with this, right? Even back in the day, who wanted a show based on the Parkers? They were like minorly funny on Moesha, and they're like, let's make an entire show based on it.
Well, first off, Countess Vaughn was trying so hard that time, and she ended up getting her own show, which, by the way, yeah, she was the best friend of Mo. So she ended up getting her show.
And it was terrible.
Well, maybe. But still, at the same time, you got to realize I was outside. I never really watched that show. So, you know, little things like that.
I watched one episode, and it was unbearable. It was something to do with, like, they had jobs being a psychic or something. Like, working at the psychic hotline or something, and they, like, ripped off some lady out of, like, thousands of dollars.
Oh, so like Miss Cleo?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. No, that's not bad. I mean, that's just a standard sitcom plot.
I know, but it made me want to watch the show Girlfriends instead.
Girlfriends was a good show.
It had its moments.
Come on, man. Look, let me just be honest with you. Watching the opening themes of a show don't count. You gotta watch the whole damn thing. And
I
you
did
know
watch
what?
the whole. I did watch the whole episode. I mean, okay. To be fair, I thought it was better than Sex and the City. Way better.
Wait, you were watching Sex and the City?
My sister liked it, so I watched a few episodes with her. But no, I mean, I liked. I think I saw the first movie too. I don't know.
I can't be hard on you for that because I remember I watched a few episodes of that too. I thought it was fine with the first movie. The second movie came in and ruined it.
I know, but to be fair, Girlfriends was a fine show. I mean, I think it went on too long, but it was fine.
Kelsey Grammer would be proud of you because he helped produce that thing.
I never thought Kelsey Grammer would produce any show, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he produced Girlfriends. I didn't do so good on that part of this bowling episode. My girlfriends, Don't know the rest of the words.
Just chilling out with my girlfriend.
Now I know the words to the song. My girlfriends. Oh, damn.
Man, speaking of that, do you remember In the House with El Coach?
The first season of that was good. But, man, season 2 and season 3 was bad. As soon as Austin wasn't on the show anymore, I was like, yo, man, where the little kid at? Where LL gonna be the mentor to the little kid? And Tiffany turned out to be a big-ass slut. I mean, that's all Tiffany was. Tiffany was a slut.
I mean, no mom don't. No
Not trying to
don't.
shame anybody, Twitch. Don't take me away. Actually, go ahead. Make my day. You know what you're saying?
I mean, no mom, no son, nothing. It just became a completely different show. Like, I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah, and he started working with Kim Waynes instead of running away from Kim Waynes. I was like, yeah, this is... Well, I mean, at least they had, like, Alfonso Ribeiro on there. And his always ongoing problems with his girlfriend. That was funny.
I mean, the sad part is the show could have been amazing, but it's just like... It just felt at the end of the run, it just felt like two completely different shows.
Yeah. I totally get it. I mean, it's been like that with a lot of shows, like in the late 90s. You know, like after Fresh Prince went off the air, and Martin too, like they hardly either could... They could hardly get the audience to get to, like, past the third season. And then after a while, like...
Remember Charles in Charge and he had a completely different family for some random reason?
Yeah, and I also remember this gutter ball coming up because I wasn't focused. Thanks, Al.
No, I actually saw a couple episodes of that, and by the way, it was terrible. Sorry, Scott Baio, but your show sucked. But yeah.
Hey, that man has done great strides after Joni Loves Chachi.
Did he?
I mean, you want to tell him he's wrong?
No. I'm scared of him, so no, absolutely not.
Yo, I think that dude can... Well, actually, no. See, it's not even that. Scott Baio does a lot of behind-the-scenes work, too, now. So, he does all right.
So I guess you could say he's still in charge?
Of your life. Yeah, I watched that show, too.
That theme was so corny. I loved it.
Yeah. But, you know, quite a lot of shows had some corny theme songs at that time. Like Small Wonder. You know, when I was growing up, right, I had a crush on Vicky the Robot. For some reason, I did.
I don't know. If it was a vacuum cleaner, I'd be questioning you.
I said Vicky, not Rosie. Get it right.
Rosie the maid.
Oh boy, that explains my taste in women, huh?
Oh man, but yeah.
No. You know Small Wonder, dude. It was that one where they had that robot maid, but she was a kid.
No, I never saw it.
Really?
No.
Well, look it up in your spare time sometime because, like, she was a cute girl.
I would, but I'm chilling out with my girlfriends.
That is such a terrible segue, man.
I know, but I tried, and that's the point.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if we're going to give gold stars out, I guess we might as well do that. Not only to depict the sadness of things that we had when we were growing up, but at the same time, you know, I was telling you about a show that you didn't get to watch. Yeah, I know, I'm just playing around. But, yo, like, definitely, I don't know, that series got a weird ending, too. Like, yeah, it really did. But, you know, she would always talk in, like, a monotone and all that stuff. I thought it was funny.
I'll have to watch it.
Nah, you can only take one episode of that, pal. I'm just being honest. Some things don't need to be redug up. Only reason why I mentioned that is because I was a little boy looking at a little girl, and I was attracted on the, you know, things like that. Now, in terms of everything else, the show is just a shit bag. But, you know, go on ahead and do what you got to do, Al.
No, I'm good.
Hey, in terms of... Actually, watch me find some clips of that and throw them at you just for fun.
Oh, Jay, you should download Shadow Warrior.
I missed that series too, man. That was the one where, like, you know, those people were knights, right? And they were like undead, and they were fighting against this other kingdom.
No,
Oh, that's
was,
Skeleton Warriors. Never mind.
no. Shadow Warrior was a first-person shooter, like with ninjas and stuff.
Wait. Shadow Warrior, you say?
Yeah, the new one's coming out, like in a couple days.
Yo, I'm there. What system is it on?
Xbox One, PS4. And you can download the classic one for free.
Really?
Yeah, on PC. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty great, actually.
Yo, that
I'm
sounds.
play-
Yeah, I might look into that. It might be up my alley right there.
I'll give you a link to it after the show.
Yeah, thank you. You know something, man? Alf is back.
Is he?
Yes! And the thing is, because Shout Factory has the rights to the distribution, I think, he can finally come to the J-Man cave where he belongs.
Wait, is Alf really coming back?
I hope so. Why not?
Because it's been too long.
No, it has never been too long. An old friend can always come home, especially if he's been trapped in syndication for far too long. It is time for Alf to come back.
Did they ever? No, I want to hear you the Henderson's TV show to come back.
No!
What is wrong with you?
No, Alf, look. There are beautiful things, and then there are things that don't need to come back. Just what the cat's saying.
Oh my god.
And she's right, by the way. No to Harry and the Hendersons. The movie was good enough.
Hey, the TV show was okay.
Yeah, it was alright.
No,
Like I said,
actually, no.
It was beautiful for its time. But then again, you got to say the same thing about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the series.
No, that was terrible.
Oh, you gonna be like that?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, how bad was it?
It was the worst.
I mean, no, that's Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
That was terrible too. Wow, that is super loud.
Well, you know, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Oh, that was even worse.
No, that one was okay. You were just mad because it was a toddler in it.
It was pretty bad.
Come on, man. It's Rick Moranis' one of his best. Where instead of, you know, shrinking the child, he grew the child.
It was terrible in every way.
You know, you say that, but I don't think you're sincere. I think there's a little jelly in there.
Little jelly.
Yeah, you were jealous because you weren't the one that blew up in there. Remember when they had a contest for like, hey, kids, if you wanted to star in this movie, please have your parents fill out something so that you can come audition. Is that what you felt like when you didn't get the fame, Al?
Did anyone actually like literally like win that contest?
I don't know. But I know they used to have them. Hey, parents, are you tired of your 9-to-5 job? Come on ahead and put your kids to the test right here with this nice contest we have for you. Yes, go on ahead and sign your firstborn away so that we can put them through grueling labor to the point where no union will protect them.
Yeah.
Think about the children.
Think about the money. You get $200.
That's right. And you know we pay more than where you're currently at. So come along with it then. No, I wanted you to be a star, damn it!
Can we still mention how creepy Macaulay Culkin looks?
He's doing fine, man. Didn't he like recently marry somebody or something like that?
An alien like that can't get married.
He got married and I think he's got kids too. I think he's fine, Al. Leave him alone. The man is doing just all right for himself.
He is not doing all right for himself. He still looks like an alien.
Al, look. I'm sure in somebody's own way we look weird.
doubt it.
You're right, man. I'm pretty damn stimulating in my own way. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
like,
I just don't know when to turn the sexy on and off. But to be honest with you, of course he looks weird, man. He's a lot older now. You know, like, you know.
No, he always looked weird, even as a kid.
Well, there was that one time they tried to keep him as a child actor, but you could tell he was going through puberty. It's like his voice was like deepening in one frame, and then it was light in another frame. That's why in the Nutcracker movie, he ain't say shit.
Right, he was in the Nutcracker movie?
Yeah, he was the prince.
Did he scream, did he say, I made the Russians disappear?
The what?
Well, isn't the Nutcracker Russian?
I thought they were... Look, it doesn't really matter, man.
I mean, can you imagine? He just goes, I made the Russians disappear.
Ow. You're sick.
And then he's like running into like the monuments.
Yeah, okay. No, that's not what happened. He ended up dancing with that girl from the UK, Great Britain, remember?
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, he took her back home after showing her a beautiful mystical world during Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
You know what the Nutcracker is about. I don't have to tell you that. And yeah, I think the Nutcracker is Russian, I think it is, yeah.
It is. So I thought he was...
Yeah, Taraskovsky. Yeah.
Then he starts running in Russia and like starts jumping on starts dancing on who's the dead guy who's like a monument in Russia?
Okay, you're getting it mixed up with Peter and the Wolf and the Baba Yaga story. Stop this nonsense.
And he starts going into the museum of the dead guy. He starts dancing on the dead guy, going, "I made the Russians disappear."
Is this my last bowling frame? Please say it is. You went hog wild with that one. I don't know where the hell that story going. And
he gets all excited that he gets hit by a bus, and that's how the show ends.
Yeah, because it's you and me and the bus. And God, that would be us.
Oh man,
Guy thought he was a star.
Not anymore.
We gave him some.
And then it's like,
all right,
did you see him dancing on that body? I guess he was a nut. He was kind of a nut. And you go, well, I cracked him now.
Well, you know, his little brother Kieran's doing pretty good. I think he just recently hosted Saturday Night Live, didn't he? At one point.
No, did he?
I don't know. I was just saying, at least he's doing great. But here come Alan to tell his sob story. No, he's not, Jay. He's not doing great. Nothing's happening for him. It's over.
Wait. So he gets success, so Macaulay Culkin makes him vanish, and he's like, I made my brother disappear.
Huh?
Like,
oh, come on now.
I hate that guy so much.
I know. That's why you keep throwing him into the lion's den. I keep telling you to stop doing that to him.
Well, he's not a human.
Neither are you. What is human? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, what?
Okay, first off, his first name is not human.
Oh, God. You know what? Fine. One more game, one more set of frames, but this is the last one. You're sick, Al. I'll go ahead and extend this out because you crazy as hell. Yeah, Macaulay's not a normal name, but then again, why would you want a normal name?
Hold on, I'm seeing if he actually has a brother.
He does. His name's Kieran. As a matter of fact, I think he's got like 3 brothers. But Kieran's the one that has another movie star career too. You gotta be a little.
He looks okay. Huh? Oh, he looks almost normal.
Yeah, he was in Home Alone too. I mean, both of them. The ones that matter.
But was he lost in New York too?
You know, Al.
Or was he found?
Oh my God, you're screwing up my frames tonight.
Remember, like when he was.
I'd have whooped your ass.
I'm sorry. Like the fact that I don't know.
I don't know. I guess this is payback for those times I made you throw the big Madden game. So yeah, okay.
No, I can't get over how bad those Home Alone movies were. Like,
Wait! How bad they were? They were good. I mean,
how
to
were
be
they?
fair, the second one is pretty much a rehash of the first one.
What you mean when Macaulay Culkin tried to commit murder in the first movie?
To who?
His brother. Remember, he tried choking him when he was eating a pizza, and it caused him like choke and stuff, and like soda dumped all over the place during the pizza party.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can come up with all that, then what the hell is all the other stuff you were saying?
Dude, remember he like went into some type of like Wolverine rage or something and jumps at his brother because he made fun of him or something.
Yeah, but that that happened in both movies, by the way.
No, he was eating a pizza and he was like strangling him.
Oh, for God's sake!
He was doing his best O.J. Simpson impression. It was ridiculous.
Oh, you're sick, man. I remember that one where he was trying to drum on his head during the pageant, and then like he took one good swing at him to knock him off the stage and everybody.
But if Macaulay Culkin took a swing at anyone, would you just like not move? I mean, seriously, the kid is like, what was he, like 8 pounds at age 8? Like, he was like some weird looking kid.
You know, for a guy who doesn't like Macaulay Culkin, we sure have taken quite a bit of time in this show to talk about him.
I'm just saying, he's a weird looking dude. Like,
So,
it's not normal.
Alan, what is normal?
I think MGK.
You're in this team and you want to talk about normal?
I happen to think MGK seems to be a mentally stable individual who knows what's up.
Okay, we all know you full of shit at this point. That's sick.
So apparently,
Nothing against MGK, but, still.
No, apparently with MGK now, he's starting beef with like the lead singer of Slipknot.
Okay.
Yeah, so apparently, I don't know. I'm talking about MGK and Kami wants to interrupt, but here's my issue. People just keep screaming, "Oh, MGK was a failed rapper." How was he a failed rapper?
Well, I don't think he's a failed rapper. I think if anything, that beef with that whole thing with him and Eminem actually made him popular. And not only that, he's about to be in a whole lot of things right now.
He was popular to begin with.
Well, yeah, okay. But like I said, it made him even more popular.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but he also has Megan Fox with him now. He doing all right for himself.
I know. So apparently, Corey Taylor took issue to him and was like, "Oh, you've only been in rock for 5 minutes. You're a failed rapper and you ran the rock." That's not what happened. First up, he's always hinted at rock for like the beginning.
Right.
Like,
come on, hit it. Yes.
I mean, even in his like a mix-up, he always teamed up with rock stars. He had a song that was like a top 10 song that literally had the music for "Swing a Life Away." One of his other songs like had a chorus from "Fastball" in it. Come on, like seriously, you always hinted at rock music. Like,
well, yeah.
Are people just this dense to not see this stuff? Or?
Well, you gotta realize, man, we just had somebody, in the synthwave community that went on this whole tangent and said, "Get that synthwave crap that you guys call out of here." And he was a prominent dude that made his stuff off of synthwave. So I don't know. Maybe it's just musical artists that do this shit and just want to go ahead and let you know, like, oh yeah, their music's totally different. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, don't say somebody's a failure just because they made their impact a whole nother way, That means you got a problem with their success. I say that all the time.
Okay, here's a good example, right? Machine Gun Till I Die single, right? It was certified, it went platinum. So how was he a failed rapper again?
He's not a failed rapper.
So these people need to shut the F up.
Yeah, for real.
They have no idea what they're talking about.
They don't know this about this man. I mean, the thing is, they go ahead and they try to find any sort of reason to dox and try to, present an argument. But the thing about it is that they don't have anything on it. If the man went platinum, the man went platinum.
I mean, Invincible was a gold song. Let's see here. I don't think so. He had a top 10 song on this song. He had a #1 song like a couple of years later. I don't know. People just need to like understand the guy didn't fail as a rapper. The way I felt about it is he did everything there
Oh,
is to
damn.
do to. I think he just did everything he could do
Got
for
her.
rap, and he wanted to move on to do other things. Like,
Well,
there's
he's
nothing
allowed to
wrong-
reinvent himself. I mean, what artist isn't?
Yeah, and what more was he gonna do for rap? I mean, honestly, he did a really good last album. Where was he gonna go with it? It was a really depressing, dark tone album. There was no more you could do with it, and actually, in that album, he was paying tribute to like a rock star in there. So to me, it's like it was a natural progression to doing what he's doing. So Corey Taylor needs to shut the f up about saying he's a failed rapper because he's not.
Well, he probably
And
doesn't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to do it to get a rise out of people. And mostly the fans will come to MGK his aid anyway. It's not like
And
he's
I
going to
think-
say anything back to him.
I think the funniest thing is like MGK took a shot at him and going,
Oh, he
"Oh
did?
yeah, this yeah." He's like saying this 50-year-old guy who's only popular by wearing a mask or something, or this 50-year-old guy who wears a mask was taking shots at me or something. It's like, dude, when you think about he's just a 50-year-old guy in a mask. Good point. Trying to be a bad A, and it's true. Like, let's be honest. Like Corey Taylor, like he's a good rock star and everything like that, but like he's like, oh, you don't understand how rock works. Well, neither do you, because rock hasn't been relevant in like 10 years.
Rock doesn't die. It's supposed to get better. You know what I mean? But that right there, I don't hear any music coming from that side of the room right now, so it is what it is, you know?
I know. I'm just saying, like the genre has not been relevant in years. Rap has taken over it, and to be honest, MGK has actually done more for rock in the last like 2 years than anything Slipknot's done in the last 10.
Well, in that case, you can always say, you mad, bro? But anyway, we got to go ahead and close up the show, Al.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Yep, take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. This has been PowerPlay 35. Since everything's working pretty good, Al, thanks for helping me test this whole thing out. I think we're back in business. So, we will be back on Onimusha 2 shortly so we can go finish that playthrough. And not to mention all the other wacky adventures me and everybody else have coming soon on this thing. But until then, though, this is J-Man signing off. Now it's said goodbye, so peace, y'all.
Ah,